Hey babe, it's Leah from Not Your Mama's MLM podcast and welcome back. I'm excited to talk about what I'm currently working on right now because it was something I struggled with for a little bit and then I finally think I've cracked the code on exactly how I'm trying to present it and make it work. So, I'm, as many of you guys know, I'm documenting the system, the strategies, and all the things that are going into play as I'm putting together this online funnel system that I am mirroring after Stephen Larson. If you guys don't know who he is, he has a program called Secret MLM Hacks. I can drop a link down below and you guys can actually take a look at that. Absolutely love the program. It's probably one of the best programs I've ever taken in terms of the MLM industry because it doesn't talk about marketing the way we have been talking about marketing for years. It's a better way of doing things. You guys know I will go on and on and on and on about it. I could probably do a review one of these days to tell you guys all about it. But I am putting together, and I was able to funnel hack. If you guys know about the One Funnel Away Challenge, you know, we talk about funnel hacking a lot. And I was able to funnel hack that system and his pages and also then mirror some of the other pages that he has going on from other individuals. So I actually have studied a lot of his students' pages as well. And I've gone through their funnels and documented and really kind of figured out what they are doing. But then after going through the course, I really kind of got some of the ins and outs and the behind the scenes of what he's been doing and also seeing all of the changes that he's made from the first time that he implemented because the program documents his journey through the first time that he actually implemented everything. And now his pages are a little bit different than they were initially and some of those things have changed. But neither here nor there. I wanted to talk about on the very first page of his downline website. So he has what's called an application funnel. And we've talked about this before, guys. It's something that we do naturally. It's something that we don't think about in MLM. We think about our business space being available and being an option for everybody. But if you really want to get down in truth to the nitty gritty, if you are trying to build a business, it is not for everybody. Not everybody is made out to be a business owner. Not everybody has the mindset. Not everybody has the curiosity. Not everybody has the drive or the desire to really be in control of everything in their lives. So one of the processes that we put into place in our systems with our team is that we put an application in place where you have to apply to become a part of our downline because we're going to teach and we're going to train you some amazing things that are going to help you to accelerate your business to the next level. But we don't want to just give that information to anybody, especially to somebody who doesn't really want it. Similar to the concept to when someone applies to go to college. Yes, you are ultimately paying for your college education and technically just by paying for it, anybody can be a part of it. But colleges are still very selective on who they allow into their programs because they want the best outcomes possible. They want to give the best absolute training to the people who are really truly wanting to show up on a daily basis and be there and to learn the stuff because ultimately that's what ranks them as a university. That's how other people are going to judge them in the long run and whether they are worth their weight in gold, whether they're worth the money. So that is exact same principle that we're bringing to our team, to the MLM Unicorns team. That is what we're bringing to what we do and how we function and how we think about our downlines. We don't want just any person coming into our team, any boss babe coming into our team. We want absolutely the best, those that may not even have the marketing structure. They may not know what they're doing, but they have the desire, they have the drive, they have the willingness to learn. And so we have an entire application process. This application process starts with a video. On the very first page, it's a video, and it talks about all the things that our team members get when they join our downline if, and this is the big key word, if they are accepted into our downline, they get all of these amazing tools. And some of these amazing tools include our exact funnel building structure. And it's actually already done for them. All they have to do is blink, click, and all of those things are ready for them to start their marketing from day one. All of the trainings that we do with our team to help them understand what it means to be a true marketer, not just somebody who is socially spilling all of of the beans or, vomiting all of their information about their products or their services or their business on social media. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for somebody who wants to understand what it means to become a true marketer, to create offers, and to be able to build a sustainable business that is built around them and their unique capabilities, and isn't becoming just a walking billboard for the company that we are promoting currently, because no one ever knows what's going to happen. The different trade commissions can come in and they can shut down a company the next day. And then what have you done? What have you've done? You've spent 15, 12, 11, 7, 4, 8 months building out a business that is no longer, because in MLM, you don't own anything. You don't own the manufacturing. You don't own the products. You don't own any of the marketing. The only thing you can own is the systems that you put in place. And so that is one of the things that we've really, really focused on with our team, is building out systems that are marketable. And so in our application process, the very first video that people see when they come to join our application process is they see a video series, and mirroring what Stephen Larson has done with he has created about 4 or 5 different testimonials about him. They're about working with him. It's not about the products. It's not about the company. It's not about the services. It's about him. What does it mean to work with him? Because ultimately, that's what people are doing. They're joining other people, regardless of the company, the products, the brand. If those things are all great, what makes each team different, what makes each leader different, is that individual. And so when we can showcase who we are as individuals first and foremost, that makes it so that the person is joining you, and then they see you as a leader, and they understand that you're going to be the person who's going to help them to build their business with this company on the back end side. And so what this video series does is it actually is an edification process. So in MLM, we all know there's a 3-way call, which is the dreaded 3-way call. And some people have moved into what's called the 3-way chat. It's really not much different, except for the fact there's a little bit more flexibility in a 3-way chat than there is in a 3-way call. But in a 3-way call, there is the process of edification. So if you've ever gotten on a 3-way call, basically the call starts with you connecting with the prospect, and before you bring on the leader, or right after you bring on the leader that you're going to connect them with, who's going to talk about all of the great stuff about the company, so that you can learn the process of learning, right? Learn the processes within the company. You are edifying that person. Basically, that just means that you're doing a glorified introduction. You're not just saying, hey, Sally, this is May. May, this is Sally. You're going to say something about each of those individuals, so that they understand that you're not just introducing, but you're actually seeing them for who they are. You're actually introducing them. So when you introduce May, you say, May, she's a fantastic mom of 3 kids. She's really looking to be able to do something outside of just being available for her kids, and wants to have something of her own. And, maybe she's got an awesome smile, and she just lights up the room every time she comes in the room. So everybody loves talking to her. That might be your prospect. And then you say, hey, May, this is Nancy. Nancy might be the leader that you're introducing you to, and say, hey, Nancy is one of the top producers in our company. She happens to just be an amazing mom as well. And she's always on the go. So she understands being a busy mom. And, a couple things that I really enjoy about Nancy is that I just love her personality. I love the fact that she is constantly thinking about new things and innovating new things. And one of the things that I'm so excited about, the fact that I get to work with her, is that she's such a techie that she gets things that other people don't. And so she's been able to bring to our team some elements that are just amazing that nobody else is doing, because she's gone out on a limb and made it happen. So what I wanted to really bring this down to is I don't have those things yet, and so I was struggling on how am I going to go about doing this. I've been in the industry of MLM and network marketing for over 15 years. I've worked with tons of people. I have tons of clients. I have tons of people that I've worked with on my team, but I've never had them do testimonials for me. And it is kind of awkward to ask somebody to do a testimonial for you, right? Be like, hey, what is it like to work with me? It's really awkward to ask somebody to do that. And so when you turn it around and instead of saying, what is it like to work with me? Or can you do a testimonial for me? But instead say, hey, how would you introduce me to somebody else? What kinds of, what are the 3 things that you would say are highlights or some of my achievements that I've had since I've been in this business, or even outside the business if you know somebody outside of the business? It's kind of like getting a referral as well when you go to a job application. So what are 3 things that you really, appreciate about me is the second one. So once they've said, what are 3 of the accomplishments that you've achieved? And maybe you offer those accomplishments up for the individual to be able to put into their little segment. But then you want to get them to speak about you in a way that is authentic to them and not just necessarily details about you. What is it about you that they really like either working with, or they like being around, or they like talking to you? So those are the things those 3 things, those 6 things essentially are what can create an amazing and a strong testimonial that you can ultimately cut and splice together to create that introduction video, or what we would call the edification video in the beginning of a 3-way call. So basically the first page of our application process is an edification process. The very first thing is we have some people talking about us, about each individual, and that is an introduction to the person who's watching the page. And then we're going to tell them all of the things that they're going to get when they become a part of our team. And then offer them the opportunity to apply to become a part of this family, of the MLM unicorns, of this unique opportunity that we have here. And in doing that, they then go on to fill out the application. And in the application, we'll talk about that on another day. The application process basically walks them through a series of questions, gives us a really good idea of the kind of person that they are and the kinds of things that they want to achieve, so that they know if they're a good fit for our team and where we are at this moment. Because there's going to be different times in your business where you're looking for massive runners, people who really want to take off and really want to build a business really quickly. And you're looking for those people who are just, ready to hit the ground running. And then there's other times where maybe you need to build out a few more systems, but you're still recruiting. So these might be the people who are a little bit slower in the uptake, and you have a little downtime where you can spend a little more time with them once you've built out a team to a certain level. But that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. And I really hope that brought a little bit of value to you, and you understand this process of edification in video format. This is something that can be done over and over and over again. And the thing is, you don't have to worry about asking somebody to edify you every single time, because when you create this system, when you create this structure, you already have those things in place, and you are being built up as the leader that you truly are, without having to beg someone to get on a 3-way call or a 3-way chat with you every single time. And this is what is truly duplicatable. When you can create systems that are duplicatable for other people, and they can continue to run without you having to find a time and nailing people down to the wall to be able to set up another 3-way call, which is super not duplicatable, guys. I've always struggled with the 3-way call system, even the 3-way chat systems. I've always struggled with them until I found this system. And this, I am so excited, is working in such a way that I could never have imagined how amazing this could be. So I'm actually right now putting together a whole series of videos for each and every single one of my girls on my team as well, so that they can put together this little splicing, and then we're all going to do this for each other and also talk about a bunch of these things. So anyways, I hope that you guys got some value out of this. If you did, please feel free to share this with your teams. As you guys know, this is a channel all about marketing and building MLM online, and using sales funnels and using information marketing to be able to build our MLMs businesses, because the way that MLM has been done in the last 30, 40 years since the 80s is dated, it's broken, and it needs to be changed. And the only way that we're going to change that is from the ground floor up. So share this with somebody who can get some value out of this today, who's looking to create a different method on how they're going about their MLM business. And guys, do me a favor, run over to iTunes. I would love it if you would leave me a review, or, it doesn't matter whether it's good or bad. Leave me something so that I know whether I'm actually truly offering value here for you guys, or if I need to up level even more. Because either way, I'm willing to do it because it's something I absolutely enjoy. And I can't wait to take this online and start doing IGTV instead of just the podcast. But I also know that I listen to a lot of podcasts because when I'm walking around, actually last week when I was in Chicago, when I was walking to and from my site, from my hotel to the site that I was working at, I listened to a podcast or two every single day as I was walking. And I know a lot of people, as I was looking around on the subways or as I was looking as they're walking, they're listening to things. So podcasts are so powerful because it gives us the opportunity to be in your ear and not have to worry about also being visual. But I do love my videos, and I'm going to get back to them, guys, here really soon. I'm probably going to go right back to the beginning and start the series all over again with my IGTVs and really launch that television station, the Natural Mama's MLM TV station. I'm super excited about that. So anyways, I love you. And I appreciate you. And please head over to iTunes and leave me a review. Mwah. Talk to you soon.